Kadosh, Boker Or, Bekiim Bahalacha, day 12, Siman 46, Mem Bet, Halacha Lamala. כן, אם אתה רוצה לפתוח שם, הבוס. Yeah. Day 12, 42, 42. Although it is forbidden to wear leather shoes on Kippur and on Tisha B'Av, one should still say the Berachav She'asa li Kotzorki on those days, including Hashem's name. Yeah. Likewise, no, this is what he said. Likewise, someone who's sitting Shiva, right, in mourning for an immediate relative may not wear leather shoes, but he still makes a beracha. So let's see the footnote, 32. Sorry, first let's go to 31. The Ben Ish Chai cited the Shara Kavanot teaching. Yeah? That 18 morning blessings, beginning with the Elokai Neshama, including the blessings, those recited over the mitzvah of Torah study, Birkot Torah, have enormous influence in the heaven. Every person must recite all the berachot, even if it does not apply to him. The one exception he added is the berachav She'asa li Kotzorki, which we emit on Kippur and Tisha B'Av, since all Jews go barefoot. That is the shita of the Ben Ish Chai and Shara Kavanot. Maran the Rishon LeZion, right, ruled that we do make this blessing even on those days. They explain that it is potentially permissible to wear shoes on those days if it is necessary for protection from being stung by a scorpion, and therefore the benefit of shoes applies then. Furthermore, one does not make the bracha for his personal benefit, but for the world, right? Just like a person may say the bracha, even, right, if he has not heard a rooster crow, he may recite this blessing although he's not going to wear shoes. This reasoning is supported by the response of Mina Shamayim and the response of Katruchel. Maran testified that in his time, everyone made these brachot even on Kippur and Tisha B'Av. Rabbeinu Shimshon Bar Tzemach, the Rashbatz, he suggested that we would say the beracha on those days since it's permissible to wear the shoes made of materials other than leather. The Mekora Hayim, right, added that this blessing does not mention the shoes specifically, but rather all our needs, and therefore any situation, right, this blessing is called for. Furthermore, when we make the beracha, it covers a 24-hour period from morning until the following morning. Although it is forbidden to wear shoes during the day, it's still permissible at night, and this validates the reciting the bracha in the morning of Kippur and Tisha B'Av, right? And if you remember, that was what the Gaon Vilna used to do. He used to put on the shoes on Motzei Tisha B'Av and Motzei Kippur and then make the bracha. Maran the Rishon LeZion suggests another way of looking at the subject. That Rizal's opinion is that we take into account the practice of the Jews only, and not of non-Jews. Since no Jews wear leather, it is not proper to say the bracha. Rabbi Nisim, however, took all people into account, including non-Jews. So since non-Jews do wear leather, so therefore, it makes sense why they make a bracha. Several Achronim disagree with the Rizal's ruling, including the Kol Eliyahu, Shal Metzibur, Teshuva Me'ava, the Mishnah Berurah. The Aruch HaShulchan also likewise ruled that if someone plans to wear rubber shoes on those days, he should make the bracha. Originally, Maran and Rishon LeZion asked that there is sound basis judged by those who want to say the bracha on those days, but if someone asks what to do, the rabbi should say not to make the bracha. And this seems likewise in his ruling in the Yabia Omer. And in Yabia Omer also, volume 9, and he says over there, volume 2, volume 1, and then volume 9. He retracted his original ruling and said that it's best to make the bracha. Meaning at the beginning, he went like the Ben Ish Chai and said, don't make the bracha. Afterwards, he was chazar bo, and he said, do make the bracha. The Halacha Berurah and Orchot Maran added that it is best to make sure to put on leather shoes in the evening after Yom Kippur to Tisha B'Av, testifying that this was a practice of Maran and Rishon LeZion. So therefore, by doing that, Kilu, you're adding on that now it's going to justify why you're allowed to actually come and make this beracha, obviously. Number 32. He says like this. This is the ruling of Mahari Wali, cited in the Birkei Yosef, claiming that all the poskim concur with the ruling that a mourner should say the beracha of She'asa li Kotzorki. The Ben Ish Chai brings down the Shara Kavanot also, that it should be said from the Elokei Neshama, including all the blessings, including Birkot Torah, and therefore every person must recite it as well, even if it doesn't apply to him. The only exception is this. Harav Avram Sharabi, I don't know why he repeated the exact same Ben Ish Chai with Shara Kavanot. I don't know what happened over there. Harav Avram Sharabi, on the other hand, ruled that it is possible to recite a blessing only if one receives some benefit from the creation, for which is he's blessing Hashem. Therefore, a mourner does not make the bracha. Ben Ish Chai challenged this interpretation in his Mikab Tziel and reiterated his position that the blessings are based upon the world, and therefore everyone does it, and therefore you should do it. Therefore, Yom Kippur and Tisha B'Av, where nobody wears shoes, obviously, so for no, but other than that, a mourner does. All this notwithstanding, the position of Maran and Rishon LeZion is that we must recite the berachot even on Kippur and Tisha B'Av, and Kal V'chomer, a mourner should do it. Meaning, If the Ben Ish Chai already said that a mourner does do it, right? But on Kippur and Tisha B'Av, no. And Rav Ovadia said that even on Tisha B'Av and Kippur, yes. So Kavachomer, the mourner should do it then. Okay? Next halacha. 43. Mem Gimel. Ozeri said Bigvura, the gift of girding with strength. Okay? The blessing was instituted to thank Kadosh Baruch Hu for being able to wear a belt or a sash, which serves as a barrier between one's heart and one's private area, genital area. It's a type of a belt. Yeah, he says here, the Talmud states, when a person puts on his belt, he makes a bracha Ozeri said Bigvura. The Bet Yosef cited several interpretations of this Gemara. Rabbeinu Avraham ben David cited Rabbeinu David ben Avraham, that he explained that this is referring to the time when someone puts on his pants. The Rambam, on the other hand, interpreted it to be literally when one person puts on his belt around his waist. Rabbeinu Aaron Alewi concur with the Rambam's interpretation, bringing something who said. The Pri Chadash added that even if someone's not wearing a belt, he still must recite this bracha when he puts on his pants. The special benefit of wearing a belt is that it serves as a barrier between the person's heart and his private area. If not for that the special benefit, it would be included together with all the other garments that we make a bracha, maybe shalomim. It's possible to gain the benefit of having a barrier between the two body parts either by wearing a belt or pants. Therefore, either garment suffices to warrant the bracha, and this is the ruling of the Raman the Levush. Mishnah Berurah quotes the Matei Yehuda explaining that the word avnet, right, used by the Ramah, actually means pants, right? Although the Torah usually says avnet as a belt. He noted that the words used in the Torah here are when he wears an avnet and not when he girds himself with an avnet. When he's wearing it, not when he he girdles himself with it. There are many cases where the Hebrew word evolved to mean something different, right, than what it meant in the Torah was given. See more about this in Tfilah Levid and Yafel Alev. The connection between Gevura. So now, why does it say said Gevura? What's the connection between a belt and Gevura? Right, this is a proof that when the Moroccans used to give makot, they used to give it with a belt because they used to come with Gevura. Yeah, fine. So he says the levush. Yeah, the levush comes and he says, yeah. Uloba program. The Levush explained. Yeah. The Levush explained that when someone wears a belt, he's able to exert more strength than when he was capable of otherwise. This concept is expressed in the Pasukim as Ezorna kegever chalatzecha. Gird your loins in a manner of a powerful person. Gird your sword on your hip, powerful one. So it's very interesting. It's mamash kipshuto. That means the second you put on a belt, you're able to do things with more strength. Maybe it's because you're afraid that if not, that your pants are going to fall off. I don't know why. So you're very, here, you have more strength. That's why Suzeri said, big vura.
You separated the brain?
No. No, that's what he's saying.
Physical strength.
Exactly.